New as they near the turn. 400 metres out, the leaders have gone very, very hard. And coming around the turn, Storm Princess is the leader from Hawaiian Beauty. Babushka is a length and a half away, straightening for home. And then Delilah, followed by a rising Andradranus Angel. Storm Princess and Hawaiian Beauty. Babushka, hard-ridden, is trying to pick them up. And coming down the outside is Dakara in the Saintly colours, and looks a bit like Saintly as she swamps the leaders close to home. And this long striding filly has come from a mile back. Mind you, that was put on for a back marker. Dakara came away to beat Blue Doree, Tristabella third, Delilah fourth, followed by Storm Princess, Hawaiian Beauty and Babushka. The leaders fell in a heap, followed by Andradranus Angel, Queen of Ingenue, Wadcutter, a rising as well back, and Harmonise pulled up with the tail enders. Number 5, Dakara, in the colours made famous by...
And further back on the inside then came Black Tarantula. They all followed further afield on the inside then by In Search, getting a bit of a go on, followed after 2 lengths then by Light Work back midfield, the favourite. 3/4 of a length off then to Brief Liaison, followed further back on the inside by Better Succeed. Next to last is Yelly Long on the outside, and last of all is All a Dane in a tight and compact field as they go to the far corner. 650 metres left to go now, and Justin Sheehan takes Jessica Erin to the lead. Leads by 3 lengths over Monrich on the inside. A half length off then on the outer came Bat Girl, 3 wide, Whimsy being trailed up then by System. His rider has a look over the shoulder. He's trying to get in. He can't. Followed back in the middle of the field then by Black Tarantula on the fences. In Search, ready to pounce. Followed further back by Brief Liaison. Light Work is about 9th. Followed on the inside then by Better Succeed. All a Dane and Yelly Long is last. Into the straight they go. 350 metres left to travel now. In the centre, Monrich goes to the front. Whimsy and Batgirl are giving chase, and here's Light Work through the centre. Light Work races up on the outside with In Search. In Search goes to the front. Light Work getting out after In Search. In Search in front, and I think it's going to hold on. Yes, In Search. In Search has beaten Light Work. Third over the line, Better Succeed. The next one over the line then came Monrich, followed by All a Dane. Further out then is Whimsy with Batgirl and System, followed further back then by Brief Liaison, Black Tarantula, Yelly Long, and last of all was Jessica Erin, the early leader. Oh, good win there to In Search, number 10, ridden by Lenny Beasley.
In about the middle of the field early, and Gattaca shows a ton of pace to bounce in front. Rocky's moving up quickly on the outside. Moving through then is Hula Boy between runners, and on the outside Amadeo, followed by Revillion, 2 lengths to Try Fantasy. A length to Cyber Vane, a couple of lengths to Astig over on the inside. With it then in the middle is Dana Jiver, and on the outside is Gianni. 3 lengths back behind those is Tuscan Thunder, followed by Teams. Moving up on the outside, quick manoeuvre from Chipsa down. A good way back is Kunai's Choice as they came to the turn, and Tally Red. Nearing the bend now, Hula Boy and Rockies have gone out. 3 lengths to Amadeo, a half to Revillion, a length to Cyber Vane, a length further back Gattaca, who's lost ground over on the inside of Try Fantasy. Dana Jiver is next, and he's being hard ridden at the moment, followed by Gianni at the 300 metres, and Rockies the leader to Hula Boy. On the outside, Amadeo, Try Fantasy switching course, Revillion and Cyber Vane is coming. Dana Jiver can't pick them up at the moment. It's Cyber Vane racing up to Amadeo and Try Fantasy. Cyber Vane has taken the lead. He's drawing away from Amadeo, Revillion and Astig, and Cyber Vane's going to bolt it in by 3 lengths. Astig got up on the inside to grab second. Amadeo might be third, I'd say. There are a few of them coming home well, including Tuscan Thunder and Quick Manoeuvre out wide, and then Gianni, followed by Revillion, back behind. Lindenark began quickly down on the inside in company with Our Girl Amy. Showing pace, Petite Falou and Bellavinda. Raffination is going out fast also, and Ballarul jumped okay with Mystic Tam. Starnet has got back though as they settle down and go to the 700 metres. It's Petite Falou along the inside, Tumanova pushing up on the fence and Raffination out wide. They're the three leaders from Lindenark, Bellavinda, Mystic Tam deep, and then Curtsy a length away from Zedarina. Our Girl Amy on the inside, followed by Starnet. Ballarul is a long second last, and Waratah Bella's last of all when they came around the turn. Raffination wide out, and Petite Falou joined on the inside by Tumanova, and Lindenark is starting to run on closest to the inside rail, and they're clear of Zedarina and Starnet out wide. Raffination the leader. Lindenark is chasing home hard, and Petite Falou between them. Raffination in front of Lindenark and Petite Falou. There's 100 to go. It's Raffination in front of Petite Falou, holding in fact coming away, and Raffination lands the plunge a length and a half. Raffination beat Petite Falou and Lindenark. Just behind them to finish was Starnet. Our Girl Amy ran a good race, followed by...
Looks like Avion Way, who wants to get its head up somewhat. Now they're set. They're ready again. They're off and racing, and it was a good start too, and getting out quickly over near the outside was Baroness Betty. Shading on the outside, then came Great Trip, and followed further back on the inside by Avion Way to a good spot. Now Star Host is driving up three wide in search of the lead as well. Back in behind that leading division, then came Dr. Squill, a length and 3/4 back to Fighting Prince on the inside, a half length to Over the Moon. They were followed after two then by the favourite Sukram, settling third last. Next to last then is Rent a Crowd, and Count Bobby is at the tail. They run along past the 650 metre mark now, and Baroness Betty is just the leader. Poking up on the inside is Great Trip, however, to share the lead now. In third spot then Star Host, having been eased back from the outside. On the fence then came Avian Way, a length and 3/4 further back to Dr. Squill. Now Sukram is starting a forward move at the 400 metre mark, followed by Over the Moon, Fighting Prince well back, Count Bobby and Rent a Crowd. Into the straight they go now, and Great Trip and Baroness Betty are the joint leaders. Getting up on the inside is Avian Way, and joining in down the outside once more is Star Host, and further out is Dr. Squill and Sukram, but Great Trip is just in front. Avian Way up on the inside has grabbed it, however. Avian Way drives to the lead with 50 metres left to go, and Avion Way goes on to score. Avion Way first, Great Trip second, third over the line Over the Moon. The next one then was Rent a Crowd from Dr. Squill.
Then Empire Day. Kilkere getting up past three of them when they settled fully, with Zavaris going to the lead. Zavaris by almost a length, Dynamic Tycoon a length to Shilling, a length and a half to Winter Wonderland, and Mr. Machiavelli the outsiders fifth. One to Arkley, Kilkere followed half a length away to Empire Day. 2 lengths Prince of Luca back towards the end as Road Rager, and last of all is Ranchonado. Heading along the back now, and Zavaris at the 1,000 metre mark went out by 3 lengths Dynamic Tycoon, 3/4 to Shilling, a half moving up Mr. Machiavelli to fourth from Winter Wonderland. A length and a half to Arkley, Kilkere on the outside, 2 Prince of Luca, Road Rager. Empire Day back to second last at the turn at the 800, and Ranchonado a length and a half away. Zavaris led coming down the side at the 700, 1.5 Dynamic Tycoon. Mr. Machiavelli now third from Shilling, and Winter Wonderland niggled at fifth the outside. Kilkere coming around them. Arkley getting up on the fence, followed by Prince of Luca when they neared the turn. Then came Road Rager, Empire Day hard ridden, and Ranchonado a long last when they cornered. Dynamic Tycoon had taken the lead. Mr. Machiavelli over on the outsiders coming after it, getting out wide. Winter Wonderland is running on, and then came Kilkere and Road Rager. Dynamic Tycoon the leader near the 200. Mr. Machiavelli under the whippers trying hard. Winter Wonderland the inside, and then Road Rager. Dynamic Tycoon with 100 to go as 3/4. Mr. Machiavelli, he's trying hard, but the Dynamic Tycoon's giving plenty. Mr. Machiavelli trying to reach Dynamic Tycoon, but Dynamic Tycoon a long neck to Mr. Machiavelli. A length and a half, a photo third, either Winter Wonderland or Road Rager, and they distanced the rest. It was a long break to Kilkere, who couldn't go on from Prince.
They're off and running. Music Video very flat-footed as a clear last to leave the gate. Away quickly, Rise and Style is hunting towards the lead early. Diamonds for Billy began fast, and Hebden is poking up on the rail straight into the box seat. Just behind those on settling down is Referral, who's in a good posse on the outside of You Call Sir. Jimmy Be Quick is midfield on the inside of Asa Jolson. A gap to go, Errol, who's trapped out very deep. In that bunch is Drac Attack. Music Video making ground along the fence, and well back is Magic Zap, and back at the tail Prince Rautai. They're tightly packed as they come to the 600 mark. Rise and Style on the rail, Hebden in the centre. Diamonds for Billy makes a line of 3. On the fence, Jimmy Be Quick, who's getting a soft run. Referral is out wide in the blue colours. He's 4 deep as they near the turn. Then You Call Sir, Asa Jolson between horses, followed by Go Errol, Drac Attack, Music Video. A long way back is Magic Zap, and last Prince Rautai. On the turn now, and Hebden on the outside takes takes a narrow lead over Rise and Style. Referral in the dark blue down the outside, closing fast, and Jimmy Be Quick is getting a gap towards the inside. Referral the leader, Jimmy Be Quick on the inside, challenging strongly. It's Referral and Jimmy Be Quick. They're settling down to a tooth and nail struggle. Referral on the outside did best, and Referral got there by a neck to Jimmy Be Quick, and Prince Rautai got up for third.
To back, they're off Keelan a little slow. First out, George on Broadway bounded out in front of Mercatus, who began quickly. Going through Kentucky Blue down on the inside, and Bangarang Brave is settling handy to the field. Dusty Poet dropped out towards the end, and a tightly bunched affair though. Biscagogo just getting onto heels there, and Kentucky Blue at the 1200 had got through along the inside and just shows the way from George on Broadway on the outside. Mercatus a length away third, Bangarang Brave fourth the inside, and then Lord Tyson. Wonder Keelan getting up on the inside of a bunch of horses, including Sir Donald, Real Zeal and Golden Scroll. Then Belusive, Wonder Healing Force, one Camargo, Biscagogo, second last Juga Jug, and Dusty Poet now going up past it to go to second last position. At the 800 turn now, and George on Broadway the outside, and Kentucky Blue share the lead exactly together, a length in front of Mercatus, Bangarang Brave and Keelan the Grey getting up on the inside. Wonder Lord Tyson, Golden Scroll, Healing Force wide out. They're followed then by Real Zeal, who's travelling okay coming to the turn. Dusty Poet has started his run round the outside. Then Sir Donald, Belusive losing a bit of ground. Camargo coming to the outside, Juga Jug, and the last is Biscagogo. It's George on Broadway in front of Kentucky Blue in the straight. Bangarang Brave a length and a half away. Here comes Lord Tyson with his run, and Camargo and Dusty Poet are coming right down the outside. Lord Tyson racing up to George on Broadway, and Bangarang Brave at the 200. Camargo and now Real Zeal is getting through from Dusty Poet. Lord Tyson, George on Broadway from Bangarang Brave, Camargo. Lord Tyson, George on Broadway will fight it out. Lord Tyson, George on Broadway. Oh, nothing between them. Lord Tyson or George on Broadway. A length and a half. Bangarang Brave the inside might have got third. Camargo's there with Real Zeal, a really busy.
Joins Full of Glory. Back on the inside is Janelda having another crack at them. Shoshaloza is joining in. Right down the outside then is Sibeil, and also coming quickly Red Ivory, and further out on the track Balmaria. There's a line across the track, but getting to the front of the inside is Janelda once again. Janelda has fought back. Janelda hits the front, and Janelda scores over Red Ivory. Third over the line then came Full of Glory, followed further back by Shoshaloza, and Inshallah didn't go on with it.
Yeah, Lanceret and Chicago Baby ahead of Tippy. Now Lanceret coming up into the stalls. She has the outside barrier. She's ready, and they're all set. Ready to break. May handicap 1600. Off they go now. Lanceret began well on the outside in company with Timpanet and Damati Zaclar. Tippy settling just behind them. Take a Drive, the Grey is hustling forward, followed by Carter's Voice when they settle into stride now. Skidoo had dropped out to be last of all as they settle fully into stride now, and it's Timpanet going to the lead over Tippy with the inside, Damati Zaclar. A length to Lanceret up fourth on the outside of Take a Drive, and then Carter's Voice. 1.5 to Queenstown Kate, followed by Calabash Bay. A length and a half to Robley Lass on the inside of Chicago Baby. 2 lengths to Betty Chateau, and more than 2 lengths Skidoo last of all, but they're running along now at the 1,000. Tippy had gone and up along the inside and taken up the running. It's Tippy a length and a half to Timpanet, and to Necamati Zaclar. A length and a half Take a Drive. Carter's Voice on the rail. 1.5 to Lanceret. Over on the inside of her then came Queenstown Kate. 2 lengths to Calabash Bay. A length further back is Chicago Baby. 2 to Robley Lass, Betty Chateau, and Skidoo at least 15 from the leader. Heading to the 600 metres, Tippy in front of Amati Zaclar, and Timpanet a length away third. Carter's Voice fourth on the inside, followed by Queenstown Kate. Lanceret over on the outside is being ridden along from Take a Drive, Calabash Bay, Chicago Baby, Robley Lass, Skidoo and Betty Chateau into the straight now, and Tippy is the leader. On the outside, Amati Zaclar having a crack at it, and Carter's Voice down on the inside. They're clear of Timpanet down the outside, and they're followed by Lanceret. Chicago Baby and Robley Lass are wide out. They're across the track. Carter's Voice and Queenstown Kate have reached the lead together now. Queenstown Kate on the outside is going home the better. On the outside, Robley Lass is storming home, but Queenstown Kate has a good lead, and Queenstown Kate takes it out from Robley Lass second, I think from Chicago Baby, Calabash Bay and Carter's Voice right up.
Douglas is hugging the fence, followed further out then by Our Cracker, then came Imminent Air. Back on the inside, Private Grays from Yalleroy. Star of Windsor, he's about third last after missing the jump. Oriata is next to last, and Fortune Favours is last of all. There's a lot more pace on in this race than the previous one, where Sir Galahad is trying to cross. He's batted about 4 and 5 wide as they leave the straight astern. He gets to the front now, Sir Galahad. Larry Cassidy takes him to the lead, and he leads about a length and 3/4 now to Our Cracker, who's pressing on into second. At the head of the others, then on the outside is Lay Sand, followed by Tri-City back on the fence. A length away then came Yalleroy, and a truly run affair, followed 3/4 of a length back then by Mr. Douglas. A length and a half further off then came Imminent Air, followed by the grey Private Greys on the fence. Star of Windsor is ahead away on the outside, followed next to last by Fortune Favours, and Oriata is last of all. Now Our Cracker wrests the lead away from Sir Galahad and goes to the front and leads by 2 lengths on Sir Galahad. Tri-City is third. At the head of the others then Laysan gradually working closer, followed by Star of Windsor taking off around the outside of Mr. Douglas. Between runners is Yalleroy. They were followed up then by Imminent Air. Fortune Favours getting a go on. Private Greys is shuffled back on the inside, and Oriata is last of all. 650 metres left to go as they run down the side. Our Cracker the leader. Sir Galahad putting the pressure on him on the outside, followed by Laysan into the picture. Around the outside still runs Star of Windsor, followed by Tri-City. Then came Yalleroy, Imminent Air, Fortune Favours, well back Mr. Douglas with Private Greys and Oriata. Into the straight they go now. On the inside, Our Cracker tackled once again on the outside by Sir Galahad. Star of Windsor, this has been some sort of a run, and look at Fortune Favours from a long way back. Fortune Favours getting out after Our Cracker. Our Cracker in front. Fortune Favours is wearing it down. Yes, Fortune Favours drives to the front, and Fortune Favours first. Our Cracker second. Sir Galahad third, just in advance of Star of Windsor. They were followed by Yalleroy. Well back.
Nick Matt in the middle next to Geico stood well. Gates are back, they're off and racing. Nick Matt began reasonably in the middle of the line. It's windy again from the outside barriers, going to ease across their heels in company with Red Rascal. And the first out, Les Vos Ruler from Unfettered, My Bodyguard and Time Chase wide out are heading towards the front as well. Just behind them, Geik were followed by Proud Pack and Wood Street. At the 1800 metres, this is going to be a good tussle for the lead with the first turn looming up. Les Vos Ruler holding onto the rail from Unfettered on the outside. Proud Pack gets a good run just behind them from Wood Street, and Time Chase out 3 wide. My Bodyguard was forced 4 wide turning out of the straight. 2 lengths to Geikwa, a length and a half for Sato, followed by Nick Matt. On the outside is Andre Stad. 3 lengths to Rich Pickings. He's being followed then by Red Rascal. It's windy again, and Usurper whip them in when they go to the back now. Les Vos Ruler led at the 1400. My Bodyguard moved up second, a length and a half away. Unfettered is a length and a half away in third placing. He's followed 2 lengths back by Time Chase. A neck to Proud Pack, a length and a half to Wood Street, 2 to Geikwa. 1-2 for Sato, followed by Andre Stad on the outside with the mouth wide open. Next to neck away is Nick Bat, a length and a half. It's windy again. Rich Pickings, Red Rascal out 3 or 4 wide there, and Usurper pushing up between horses. Along the back now with 1,000 metres to go, and Les Vos Ruler left alone in front by 2 lengths to My Bodyguard, a length to Unfettered, 2 lengths to Time Chase, ahead away to Proud Pack on the rail, 2 lengths to Wood Street, a length and a half to Geikwa for Sato. 2 lengths further back in the field, Andre Stad on the outside of Nick Matt when they negotiate the turn at the 800. Red Rascal out wide, followed by It's Windy again, Rich Pickings and Usurper. 6.50 to go. Les Vos Ruler by 1 length to My Bodyguard, a length and a half to Unfettered, who's had a perfect run. Time Chase under pressure, fourth. Wood Street round the outside, and Proud Pack the rail. 2 lengths to Geikwa for Sato. Then Andre Stad, hard ridden. Red Rascal will come wide, and next is Nick Matt, who's spotting them a long start. It's Windy again, is stuck right to the inside. Les Vos Ruler led Unfettered at the 400 from My Bodyguard and Fasato. Proud Pack coming home down the outside. It's Windy again along the rail. At the 250, Les Vos Ruler still in front of Unfettered. Here's Fasato closing now. Rich Pickings is coming. It's Windy again with the rail. It's Fasato racing to Les Vos Ruler. Rich Pickings. Fasato has taken the lead. It's Fasato a length drawing clear, and Fasato wins at a length and a quarter. Either Les Vos Ruler or Rich Pickings for the minors. It's Windy again's done well over on the rails to run fourth. Clear then of Storato's gone up into the stalls. Field locked away and ready for the last here at Sandown. Ragic on the inside, Romanizer stood well. All set, away they go. And a beautiful dispatch. Starado the first to break the line. Christmas Toy and Olokai away very quickly. Sayala Samba in the first 5 or so, and Lucky Tycoon settles with 3 or 4 behind him. Starado led the field now, heading out towards the 1,000-metre mark, a length and a half Olokai. King Cossack pulling against the rider up third. Romanizer fourth on the inside of Bit of a Secret, and Christmas Toy out wider. Sayala Samba a length away next, followed by Ragic. Lucky Tycoon's got up behind Sayala Samba there. One further back is Fate's Horizon on the outside side of Barney Lou. They're followed by New Horizon, a good way back, Impress Me. Second last, Lambada Boy and King Makata. Olokai went to the lead at the 600, 3/4 of a length clear on Starado with the inside. Bit of a secret just behind them, King Cossack going up wide and Christmas Toy the centre. Then Cialis Amber niggled at. Lucky Tycoon coming to the outside of it from Fate's Horizon, and then Romanizer when they corner. Into the straight now, and Olokai led. Starado's trying to kick back nearer the inside from Bit of a Secret between them. King Cossack wider out is running on very strongly, and Cialis Amber and Lucky Tycoon are making their runs together. King Cossack hit the lead at the 200. Lucky Tycoon, Cialis Amber getting tightened up. Had to switch to the inside of King Cossack. King Cossack now tackled by Lucky Tycoon. King Cossack in front of Lucky Tycoon. Cialis Amber the rails. King Cossack maybe in the middle. A three-way go. On the outside is Lucky Tycoon and the unlucky Cialis Amber on the rails. We may not have heard the last of it yet. Back behind them is Olokai left.
Trying to cross over there too was Drafter, and going quickly in the early part, Potomac's Boy, and they're getting well back then is Delta Lad back there towards the tail with Digger Bill, and also getting back there towards the tail there was Striking Flyer, and Monzon is settling midfield as they come along the back with Party King last. So taking up the running now, it's Drafter in front, leads by a half length on Potomac's Boy, pressing forward from that wide gate at the 1,000. He settles second on the outside there of Just Bluffing, travelling third. There's plenty of pace on. Great gain just in behind them on the outside. A half length further off then came Thank You Jack. Now moving up around the outside is Delta Lad. He's going quickly, but 3 and 4 wide, followed further afield then by Farzak. Monzon shuffle back on the inside fence, followed by Striking Flyer. Digger Bill is next to last, and Party King is at the tail. They race down the side. 600 metres left to go now, and Drafter is still the leader. Potomac's Boy at his girth on the outside, running second. Getting up on the inside fence, then Just Bluffing. Delta Lad is pressing on around the outside, fourth, followed by Great Gain Farzak. Then running on is Striking Flyer from Monzon. Well back, Thank You Jack. Digger Bill has been shuffled back to last, back there with Party King as they straighten. Into the straight they go. 250 metres left to go. Drafter challenged on the outside now by Potomac's Boy. And here's Delta Lad. He's had a tough run, Delta Lad, but he goes to the front now and he's full of running. Delta Lad puts a gap on them, coming home pretty well, Striking Flyer, and also hanging on Potomac's Boy. But Delta Lad too good for Striking Flyer. Potomac's Boy third, followed by Monzon, a good run. Then Drafter, Farzak, well back. Digger Bill did nothing. Party King was next.